Well, that was interesting. What's going on, everybody? Cool200 here, back with another video, and today we are here to talk about the Charlotte roval that happened yesterday or today or whenever this gets uploaded. Probably tomorrow, which would be Monday. Anyways, it was eventful, as mainly everybody participated it to be, or expected it to be, whatever. Yeah, on the first chicane, because the first chicane on the front stretch they didn't go to for the very beginning of the race. They would do the normal front straightaway. So the back chicane on the very first lap, I believe Alex Bowman died. He would ultimately spin, collecting Bubba Wallace and a few others. So Alex Bowman even wrecking in practice, just not having it already here at the roval. So yeah, there goes Alex Bowman for a while, and then Ryan Preece would spin after a while, and then your stage 1 winner would be Kyle Larson, so that was great. And then during pit stops, Kyle Larson would actually get a penalty for a crewman basically repairing or touching the car, like trying to fix the car or work on the car out of the pit box. The guy would actually flop into the next pit stall in front of him. He would have to go and make a pit stop, or a pass-through stop 1 lap pit stop, basically. He was a lap down. That was great. Yeah. He got his lap back, though, after a while. I forget what caution gave him that back because there were so many. But, yeah, not a whole lot happened in stage 2. I mean, there were spins, there was drama. People were spinning out of the chicane, missing the chicane, having to stop at the next chicane because they missed the chicane. A lot of penalties there. Really crazy, but very entertaining in my opinion. Chase Elliott was very, very fast. He looks like a new road course specialist, because we all know the old road course specialist AJ Allmendinger won Saturday, and one of his one-off races for Colleague Racing. So that was cool to see. So yeah, proving he still got it. But yeah, after the penalty for Kyle Larson, ultimately he wouldn't really be anywhere else. I mean, he really didn't get back up there. It was frustrating as a fan. I was really mad at the pit guy. I yelled, "Fire him immediately." So yeah, it is what it is. Kurt Busch, this I can't remember when this happened, but I believe it was in stage 2. Kurt Busch making an aggressive move on a restart causes another big pileup. Kurt Busch was involved, Jimmy Johnson was involved, Eric Jones, and most importantly, Alex Bowman were involved. After that, Eric Jones didn't look like he had too much damage, but ultimately had a hole in the radiator. He parked his car in the garage, and that was the end of Eric Jones' small playoff move-on chances to the round of 12. Very unfortunate that we never really got to see what Eric Jones would really do with the car after that. But, yeah. And Alex Bowman again involved in another wreck. Again, he wrecked in practice. And wrecked on the first, not even the first full lap. And then just got, Kurt Busch didn't really do anything wrong. Just really trying to make an aggressive move. And ultimately, just costed him. So, yeah. I can't remember who won stage 2. I know there was a winner for stage 2. Wasn't it Chase Elliott who won stage 2? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. No. Wasn't it Clint Boyer? I don't remember. Clint Boyer got some good stage points, though. He's good. Let's talk about the endings of the race now. Well, actually, speaking of Chase Elliott, let's go and talk about what Chase Elliott did. On a restart, he looked exactly like Brad Keselowski going into the Tom's Heartburn turn. I can't believe how many times Rick Allen said that. I wanted to go personally up to the NBC booth and tell him he's fired. I can't. Please, for the love of God, every time we go to this track and it's called the Tom's Heartburn Turn, I do not want to hear a reference about it 5 times over. Please, for the love of God. Oh my gosh, he said it over and over and over. Anyways, Chase Elliott absolutely went straight like a controller disconnected after hitting the brakes or something, and he went straight into the barrier, and he would have to go into the pits and obviously repair that damage. Oh yeah, Chase Elliott absolutely died, but that's okay because he would come back later. And then what else happened? That was the end for turn 1, I believe. Like I said, more spins, more chaos. Ryan Newman really was pushing his limits all day. Got in some trouble a lot in the race. At the end of the race, Daniel Suarez actually had wrecked with Daniel Hemrick. I know not many people are talking about that wreck, so there's that. Ryan Newman, basically at the end, was in almost a dead tie. Almost. It was Ryan Newman had 1 point over Alex Bowman, who was in second at the time, running behind his teammate Chase Elliott. Could not catch him. Ryan Newman, it was all in the hands of him. If he wanted to keep the playoff hopes alive for him, he would have to pass Eric Almirola. And on one of it was like 4 to go, Ryan Newman would go into the back chicane and miss the rumble strip. Basically, it's a dead rule. If you miss the rumble strip in the chicane, or you miss the chicane entirely, you are to stop at the next chicane. If not, you are to make a pass through. Ryan Newman, he went over the blue bumps, which are called turtles. All 4 tires were on that, and it was a count as a missed chicane, so he would ultimately have to stop. I don't actually think he served any penalty after the race, but they basically stopped counting his time after he didn't do what NASCAR wanted him to do. Because I know he finished in the right behind Eric Almirola, but they scored him in like 36th. So, obviously a very disappointed Ryan Newman. But, Alex Bowman now makes the playoffs, so that's good. Hey, Ryan Newman, you got to give some boost here to him. He took that crappy 6 car and took it into the playoffs. Nobody expected that. So, I say Ryan Newman, he did his job this year. The next year, build from that and go further. Just don't be too hard on yourself, After that wreck with Kurt Busch and stuff, I forgot to mention, he would ultimately be out as well. It was pretty much must win, and he was nowhere near competitive. Jimmy Johnson was actually still very competitive after that crazy first turn madness. So, yeah, a lot of craziness happened. There's a lot there to talk about. Yeah, I know Ricky Stenhouse, I think, helped Ryan Newman at one point by spinning. I mean, he obviously didn't mean to, but he helped out his teammate. There was so much stuff, I can't remember all of it. But let's go ahead and talk about the winner and the top 10. They'll be posted right there. So first was, of course, Chase Elliott. Yes, Chase Elliott would win this race after completely dying in the first corner on a restart. Hitting the barriers, he would come back, tape his car up, and get the win. I'm not sure if he passed post-race inspection yet. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm pretty sure he did. He had a fast car. He went around Kevin Harvick on the banked part of the, basically the oval part of the roval, if that made sense. Past Kevin Harvick on the high side. He would take the lead and ultimately run away with it. So, good job for Chase Elliott. What a way to win. And, be a good race version for some Chase Elliott fans. I don't know if I'll get it. I'm going to try. Alex Bowman would come second. He would also advance into the playoffs. He just needed something to happen to Ryan Newman, really, to make it. So, it did. Ryan Newman, veteran, messed up. And Alex Bowman did what he needed to do. Even after everything bad that happened to him, he got some good luck on his side. And, got there good. Kevin Harvick, third. So after Chase Elliott passed Kevin Harvick, so would Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman was actually coming pretty decently, but then kind of started to fade. But Kevin Harvick third, good day, good day. I led the second to most laps, so he was strong all day. Clint Bowyer fourth, did exactly what Clint Bowyer needed to do, and that was get to the next round and not wreck the car. He was very conservative all day long, and that conservativeness, if that makes sense, gave him a fourth place finish. Fifth today was Brad Keselowski. He was decent for most of the day, I'd say. I think he had an up and down day. They didn't really talk a lot about Brad Keselowski, but I know he had something happen with his front wheel when he went to pit road. It was like shaking a bunch, but obviously didn't break. So yeah, fifth place finish for Brad Keselowski. The sixth place guy was your pole sitter, William Byron, and he did exactly what he needed to do, come out with some points, and advance to the next week. He was, I believe, 2 above Bowman. Well, obviously, good enough to make it. So, yeah, both Hendrick guys, all 3 Hendrick guys got their way in. So, good job for them. Martin Truex Jr. in 7th. He had an up and down day for sure. Struggled a lot in the race. Actually, at the very beginning, he would spin out a lot in the chicane. And it was interesting. His lowest was 37th, but 7th place finish for him. 8th was Ryan Blaney. He had some issues as well. He was dragging like a bar or something under his car. It's very interesting. But obviously the team got it fixed. And yeah, he was able to get an 8th place finish out of it and also advance. We'll talk about the playoff points here in a minute. Jimmy Johnson in 9th after a beat-up car. So a solid day for Jimmy Johnson. And 10th was Joey Logano. Doing what Joey Logano does, I guess. Getting 10th place finish. Matt Benedetto in 11th. What a great day for Matt Benedetto. Michael McDowell actually ran really well in the top 10 for most of the day. Got a 12th place finish. Good for him. Kyle Larson, after that pit road penalty and being a lap down, he battles back for a 13th place finish. Good for him. Eric Almirola just barely missing the playoffs in 14th position. So on and so forth. Looks like, Kyle Busch, right? No. Kurt Busch got 20th. That's unfortunate. And another thing, Kyle Busch being 3 laps down, just pulls from the race after a red flag. They had the 52 of Garrett Smithley was like dropping fluid on the track, and they had to get the speedy dry out there. Kyle Busch just done with the heat, 3 laps down, advanced already, he pulls out. That is wrong, in my opinion. Very wrong, because like if we didn't have this playoff system, he wouldn't do that. He get every point that matters. But with this playoff system, you advance, doesn't matter. That's wrong. I think that's wrong. I think he should be penalized. And that's not just because I hate Kyle Busch. Like, let's say Kyle Larson would do that. That would be very frowned upon, in my opinion, because you don't pull out of a race because it's hot and you're tired. Okay? You pull out because your car is damaged and it can't go any further. Or you fail the crash clock or something. You don't pull out of the race because it's hot and you're tired of it and you're done. His car, I believe, was still able to run. You were just on a red flag position. So unless you guys in the comments know that his car was damaged and he was done, then please feel free to let me know that I'm wrong. But in my opinion, this was wrong. I think he should be penalized. If Kyle Larson did the same thing, or Chase Elliott did the same thing, or Alex Bowman, or whoever, I would say the same thing. If you are pulling out of a race because you were hot and you were tired, all these other drivers are doing the same thing. They want to be done. But they had to sit there and they waited patiently. They got some water. It was wrong. I'm sorry, it was wrong. Just like another thing. According to people and the internet, that was stupid to say. Anyways, Alex Bowman would be very frustrated with Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace was flipping him off for multiple laps, and looks like Alex Bowman finally had enough, and in the back chicane, everything seems to happen in the back chicane, and the Tom's heartburn turn. Anyways, Alex Bowman would turn Bubba Wallace, and he would go into the wall. Now, right here, I understand. Alex Bowman, you're a little frustrated. Bubba Wallace just flipping you off while you're driving. You should really be paying attention. I understand. You turn him into the wall, It was just a small hit. He was able to continue his day. But then after the race, Alex Bowman was very dehydrated, sitting down, panting a lot. Bubba Wallace comes over. They barely talked and then splashes water right in Alex Bowman's face. Now, I'm sure that felt great for Alex Bowman, even though it was insulting because he was dehydrated. He needed water anyway. So, if anything, Bubba Wallace may have just given him a hand there. But still, very childish in my opinion. Very Kyle Busch-like for Bubba Wallace to do that. I really do think that was wrong. And I like Bubba Wallace. I do. I think he has a great personality. But right there, I think that's wrong. I think he could have handled that better. And maybe Alex Bowman could have handled bumping Bubba Wallace a little better. I just think that could have went better. But it was entertaining. I'll say that. It was entertaining. So, I don't really have a great opinion on that. But I just think Bubba Wallace could have handled that a lot better than the way he did. I don't think splashing water on a guy really solves anything, especially when he's just sitting down helpless. So, he's being attended to. At least wait. It's like the Clint Boyer helmet thing. It's frowned upon. And Bubba Wallace had a lot of fans. It's just, this hurts. Bubba Wallace is such a talent in the garage. Or a personality as well. You just don't want to do that, And Alex Bowman really shouldn't have spun him, but Bubba Wallace really shouldn't have been flipping things off. This could have been avoided in so many ways. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the playoffs. I do want to apologize real quick if the picture's awful. I had to take it on the TV because I can't ever find it at the end of the race. So, yeah, if the picture's really bad, I'm sorry I took it on the TV. But hey, I guess you got it. So, it just shows the 12 people who are in. So, that'd be Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, my man Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, and Clint Boyer. So, we are on to the round of 8 now, or I guess it would be the round of 12, heading into the round of 8. Whew. Kyle Larson, man, can he hold that for a while? Oh, man, I hope so. He's only 6 points. Whew, it's tight. Clint Boyer, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, and Kyle Larson are very, very close for the 8th position. Kyle Larson has never went on to the round of 8. I really hope he does. He's okay at Dover, but Talladega it was death for him earlier this year as he flipped. So, I don't know. Kyle Busch will make it. Martin Truex Jr. will make it. Denny Hamlin will make it. Joey Logano will make it. Kevin Harvick will make it. And I think Brad Keselowski will make it. I just think it's between 7th and 12th. We'll see who gets the last position or positions. But I really do think that I think the order is set already, but we'll see. So, with that said, you see your round of 12. Let's go ahead and talk about who is out. That would be Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, and Ryan Newman. Ultimately, I'm not too shocked. I said Ryan Newman would be out. I also said, didn't I say? I think I said Eric Jones would be out as well. I'm kind of surprised on Eric Almirola, and I had Kurt Busch moving into the round at 8. Kurt Busch just struggled after what happened in the first race for the round of 16. Just awful. Yeah, it sucks. It really does. But you know what? For those guys, Eric Jones just had a sloppy playoff and nothing that he really did. He didn't, it is what it is. But it's unfortunate for those 4 guys. But they had a good season. They made it to the playoffs. That's something Jimmy Johnson can't say. Whoops. Sorry, Jimmy fans. I wish I could say the same thing about Kyle Busch. Anyways, being a little biased here. Trying to make that not be so biased. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the race. I thought it was decent. I thought it was a decent race. Kind of hard to pass as a road course is, but Chase Elliott made it look really easy. I'll tell you that one. But, yeah, guys. That's it. That's all I have for you guys for right now. So please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. I will see you guys in the next video. And on Wednesday, I'm bringing back something something old. Something I used to do on my channel a few years ago. It was pretty bad back then, though. But, you guys seem to really like them back then. And, I don't know, I had a friend help me out with it. You guys will see. Stay tuned Wednesday for that. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Peace out.